Hi, me again, and welcome to another episode of Ask Chilli, where I answer all of your TV licence-based questions that you brilliant people send me through my website, tvlicencestop.co.uk. Now, one of the most common questions I've been getting the last couple of weeks is, where am I? Am I dead? Have I been kidnapped by Capita goons? All of that. No, I'm alright. I just had a couple of weeks off. You know, I didn't really have a lot to talk about with TV licensing, so I thought I'd take a couple of weeks off, enjoy some hobbies, spend some time with the missus. By hobbies, I mean drinking, obviously. Doing a bit of DIY. We're looking for a new house. I've been doing a bit on that. But I'm back now, and I'm going to try and do a video a day if I've got something worth talking about, so you guys can see me every day if you wanted to. Why you'd want to do that, I'm not quite sure. But many of you do watch me every day, and I love you for it, so thank you very much. Right, let's crack on with the first question. Hi, love the channel. I moved house and didn't move over my licence. Yes, I still pay it, but I do not watch any live TV or iPlayer, only Netflix, Disney and Prime. I am going to let them in the house, film them, let them play with the TV, see what they come up with. If they say, okay, all fine, you're not watching live broadcast, I can then ask them to cancel my TV licence. What do you reckon? Thanks, Lee. Well, Lee, if you have a licence, why would they want to come round and inspect your stuff anyway? You're not going to get one in, because they're only sales agents, they want a commission. If you've already got a licence, they're not going to sell you a licence. They're not going to come to your house. You can phone them up and ask, they're not going to come to your house. They won't be interested. And if you don't have a licence, like you cancel, and one comes to your house, do not let them in. And it sounds like you know what you're doing and you're going to play a really straight game, and good for you, I'm proud of you, but never ever let them in, because you might be honest, but many of these inspectors are not very honest, and there's loads of evidence out there that they have stitched people up when they've been let into the houses. Never, ever, ever let them into your house. Ever, ever, ever. Don't do it. If you want to cancel your licence, you sound like you know what you're doing. Brilliant. That's fantastic. Great. Do it. I'm here if you need me for any other questions that you have. But promise me you'll never let them into your house, because I don't want to have to think of you getting stitched up by one of these people, mate. All right? Don't do it. Hi John, I enjoy your vids. I saw an idea on another website the other day I thought was brilliant, but wanted to run it by you first. Send the goon letters back to them in an envelope, put a 1p stamp on it so they have to pay the rest to get their shitty letters back. Here's the address. Apologies if this was your idea. I have no idea where I saw it, it was months ago. But what I want to know is, should one delete one's own address in case they make it a mission to get a warrant on that address? Yeah, there's a few places that are suggesting doing something similar to that. My mate over on the Watching Observer 76 channel, you'll find him on YouTube somewhere, he got the address of the woman in charge of doing the letters and posted the address up and said, send all your shitty letters back to her. I don't see the point, personally. Why waste your time? Why waste your energy? Throw them in the bin. I don't see it. If you want to do it, do it. I don't condone it. I don't see it's necessary in the slightest. For me, just put the letters in the bin. Hi there, I own a PS4 and I'm after getting shows from the PlayStation Store. I wouldn't be streaming, I would be buying them outright from the store, so can I watch them without a TV licence? Like if I was buying them from, say, HMV, or would I still need one? Big fan, Andrew. Hi Andrew, thanks for the email, mate. And yeah, you can watch them all you want. As long as you're not watching TV as it's being broadcast, or using BBC iPlayer, you can watch pretty much whatever you want. If you're buying stuff, even if it's BBC shows, if you're buying them, you can watch them. You own them. You can watch them whenever you want. No problem, mate. Hi John, just watched your video, what you can and can't watch in less than 5 minutes. One thing is not quite clear. Can I watch clips on BBC's own YouTube channels as long as they're not broadcast live? Thanks, Susan. Hi Susan, and yes you can. Now BBC's YouTube channel, you can watch all the clips they put on there, even the news ones if you want to. Why you'd want to, not quite sure, to be honest. But yes, you can. The only things you can't watch, as you know, are any TV as it's been broadcast or BBC iPlayer. Everything else is fair game. If you find BBC stuff on YouTube or on Netflix or on Amazon Prime, whatever, it's all fair game. You just can't watch it on iPlayer or anything as it's being broadcast. So yeah, enjoy. I watch all the Dragon's Den stuff on YouTube, like a bit of that, and the odd BBC News clip, but I don't make a point of it, and neither should you. Rubbish. Hi CJC. Just wanted to say thanks to your videos, I'm fighting the good fight. I was very close to caving after I received my big red envelope, but now it's in the bin. My question is, dealing with inspectors is one thing, but I've seen a fair amount of videos involving police and warrants based on no evidence. How would you deal with that situation? I understand police are there to make sure there's no breach of the peace and purely imitation tactics from TVL, but many officers insist it's a valid warrant and cooperate. If I found myself in this situation, could I still shut the door on them in a peaceful manner, or at this point should I allow them in? Many thanks, Johnny. Hi Johnny, thanks for your email, mate. Yeah, there are a few videos here on YouTube where the police have turned up with TV licence inspectors and as an intimidation tactic. You're right. But without a warrant, they are only there to prevent a breach of the peace. And if you follow the rules, as I've said, don't kick off, be polite, and just close the door. There's nothing the TV licence inspectors can do, and there's nothing the police can do. They're only there to prevent a breach of the peace. If you kick off, you've given them that, now you're in trouble. So don't do that. Now, if they turn up with a warrant, and it's a genuine warrant, and the police say it's a full-on warrant, there's not a lot you can do. You've got to open the door, got to let them in. You can still film it for your own security, but you've got to let them in. No, but it's very, very rare, and it's not something I would worry about. I get this question quite a lot, and honestly, it's nothing really to worry about. It's very, very rare, because to get a warrant, they have to produce some kind of evidence to prove that you're doing something wrong to be able to get a warrant. They're not just given out like sweets by the court. You have to have some legitimate evidence. So if you've turned a few away and slammed the door in their face, where is their legitimate evidence? So the odds of them getting a genuine warrant are slim. It can happen. It can happen. And if something like this does happen to you, my suggestion would be to pop over to the TV Licence Resistance Forum. Just type that into Google, and those guys on there know so much more than me about the legal side of things. They've been through it all. Some of them had some terrible journeys with TV licensing, and they will happily tell you their stories, and they will happily help you as much as they can. I've learned a lot from those guys. So if you do have any legal issues with it, and they come with warrants and things, that is the best place to go. That's where I would go to get the information to help you. So you can just go there directly. But honestly, I don't think it's anything big to worry about. It's very, very, very rare. Just don't give them any evidence. Shouldn't be a problem. Hi, in one of your videos you mentioned you use the Xiaomi Mi Box S. I'm not exactly IT literate. I've searched on Google to buy one, but I'm now more confused. E.g., I can't seem to find one with a UK plug. I don't know if I can access UK TV, YouTube channels from the US or Asia. I'm not sure what to buy. I've cancelled my TV licence, just installed broadband, but want to make sure I get the correct product. Your advice would be extremely helpful. Thank you for your videos and support for those of us who are or have been ripped off over the years. Regards, Gordon. Hi Gordon, yeah, the Mi Box S thing, bit of a difficult one because I don't think it was fully sold in the UK. I got mine from Amazon and it did come with a UK plug, but it also came with a European plug. Now, if you get one with a European plug, it will still work in the UK just fine, no problem at all. You just need an adapter thingy, don't you? But it will still set up as a UK one. When you turn it on, it asks you to set your region and all this stuff. And as soon as you tell it you're in the UK, you'll get the UK version of the App Store and all the Channel 4, Channel 5, the ITV hub, all of that will be in there. So it won't be a problem. So you can buy a foreign one, no problem. I would suggest you get it from Amazon. But if you're not that IT literate, they're not the most easy things in the world to work. I would probably suggest going a bit cheaper and getting the Amazon Fire TV stick. They do a 4K one or they do a standard HD one, which is about a tenner cheaper. I think they're only like $29.99 now. And I've got links below for all stuff like that. So take a look, because I've got, in the links below, there's a store, my Amazon store, and it's all the things I recommend you have. And you'll find the Mi Box S in there for the UK market, and you'll find the Fire Stick. So take a look. But if you're not that IT literate, the Fire Stick is an easier option to work. So unless you need the advanced stuff that the Mi Box does, like the 4K, and it's got a USB stick on the back so you can plug stuff directly into it if you download things like what I do. You know, if you don't need all of that, get the Fire Stick, be easier. But yeah, if you get one, let me know how you get on. And if you've got any questions with it, buzz me another email, I'll help you out. Hi, just cancelled my TV licence today after your message back about YouTube Live and Twitch. Also, wanted to point out in regards to iPlayer being built into TVs, that you can do what I have done, which is to block iPlayer from your router. So even if you go onto the Apple website, it can't load. Thanks for all your information, which has allowed me to be TV licence free. James. Hi James, brilliant news that you cancelled. Brilliant, glad I could help. If you've got any more questions, know where I am. With regards to blocking the BBC and the iPlayer through your router, yeah, it can be done. It can be done. But I'm quite IT literate and I would struggle to dial into my router and set that up. And many of my viewers are slightly older and that, and I think they would also struggle to do that. So it is an option, and if you know what you're doing, you can dial into your router and you can block the website and the IP address and all of that stuff from being able to be accessed through your internet connection. But it is a bit fiddly. I haven't done it because I can't be arsed with all of that, to be honest. I can't be bothered with it. But yeah, it is a thing, and if you want to send instructions on how to do it, I will happily share them with the people here, no problem at all. Hi John, years ago in the late 70s when I worked for the General Post Office Telecommunications Department, now BT, I was asked if I would like to drive the detector van as it was evenings and I was single. I don't know why being single would mean you're qualified to drive the detector van, although it is probably a woman repellent, I would imagine. I went for the interview and I asked, is it right you can tell if someone is using a telly upstairs at the back from their signal like in the TV ad? The guy pissed himself and said, no chance, we can't tell a bloody thing, we can only put the frighteners on people by making them think we are driving in their area. They were lying shits then, something's never changed, you're doing a great job mate, John. Yeah, I don't think I need to say too much more about that. If that's genuine, I believe it. Yeah, funny. They are complete nonsense. I can't believe people actually fell for TV licence detector vans, but to be fair, they did market them well, and you know, a lot of people are naive to technology, especially back in the 70s, so you can understand how they got away with it. But bloody shocking, they couldn't get away with that today, could they? Greetings, my girlfriend uses Freeview and Catch Up from her TV and recorder. She has a TV licence and her Panasonic app on her phone lets her connect to her player from anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection to view content. Basically, she has full access to viewing and recording. Question. If my girlfriend comes to my flat where I do not have a TV licence and watches a movie, or we watch a movie together, can I get into trouble? It would be quite easy to cast it to a large screen. Thanks in advance. Regards, James. Just trying to do the right thing. Yeah, if she has a TV licence, she is allowed to watch stuff away from her home on her personal devices. The weird thing is these devices can't be plugged into the wall for power. Why that would matter, no idea at all. And you need to watch it on the screen of the device. So I can't really, I have asked TV licensing to clarify this for me, as usual. No reply. They never replied to me, I don't know why. But as I understand it, it has to be watched on the screen of the device. So you can't cast it to the bigger screen. But I think the rules for TV licensing were drawn up before the internet got cool. And you could do all these things. You know, they haven't caught up with the rules. And they want people to be confused because they want to sell you a license. Hi John, love your content. Can I watch a DVD of a program such as Doctor Who? Regards. Yeah, you can. If you get a DVD or you buy a movie to download, you own that movie, you own that TV show, it's yours. Even if it's BBC stuff, you own it, you can watch it as much as you like without a TV licence. The only things you need a TV licence for are to watch any TV channel as it's being broadcast or to use BBC iPlayer. Everything else, fair game, no problem. Enjoy your Doctor Who. David Tennant was the best one though, wasn't he? Hi John, great channel and content. I have a Virgin Media Tivo and I use it to access YouTube hubs and YouTube apps. We never use iPlayer or watch live TV, only catch up. I have to use the Tivo as my TV is too old to load new apps. Is this okay or could it be an issue? I'm in a Virgin Media contract that makes broadband cheaper if I have TV, even though I don't use or access live TV. Thanks and regards, Alan. Hi Alan. The important thing to remember is that the TV licence is based on whether you access TV as it's being broadcast or BBC iPlayer, not whether you have the ability to. So you can have all that equipment, and as long as you say you don't use those features, you don't need a TV licence. If it was me, personally, I would spend the 20, 30 quid, I mean, you'd probably get one for a tenner second hand, on an Amazon Fire Stick and use that, and I'd shop around for a better broadband deal. You can't tell me you can't find a better broadband deal. You know, there's some really cheap ones out there. I use PlusNet and they're an absolute bloody bargain, the deal I got from PlusNet. So it might be worth shopping about. You might save a couple of quid and take the drama away, but you don't have to worry. You don't have to do any of that. You're perfectly within your rights to have all the equipment as long as you choose not to use those features. It's absolutely fine. Just remember, if you do get a visit, do not let them in because you will get stitched up for having that stuff. They won't have it. You'll get a fine. Something will go on. So never ever let them in. Don't admit to having it to anyone who knocks on your door. Hi CJC. I cancelled my TV licence. I got a letter yesterday. What should I do? Can you help? Thank you for your videos. Cheers, Phil. Right, let's have a little look at Phil's letter that he got. You have missed a payment on your TV licence, dear. his name. We're unable to take a payment for your TV licence from your account ending blah blah blah, as your direct debit has been cancelled, blah blah blah. Yeah, don't worry, Phil. All that is a letter saying you've stopped paying for our thing that we want you to buy. Can you please start paying for it again? That's all that is. Chuck it in the bin. You don't have to respond to their letters. There's no legal requirement for you to respond to their letters. They're trying to sell you a service. If you don't want the service, you can ignore them. It's no problem at all. You're probably going to get worse letters. They'll start coming with red titles, or they'll start saying things like, an inspector has been authorised to visit your property. Things like that. And just ignore the lot of them. If you want to see what letters that you're going to expect to get, down below there's a playlist to TV licence letters. I try and make a video on as many of them as possible and break it down so you can see how not scary they are and the best way to deal with it. The only thing is you may get a visit one day, and remember the rules of getting a visit. You know, if you do open the door, say, hello, who are you? They'll say, hi, are you Mr. blah blah blah. You say, enough of that, who are you? And as soon as they identify themselves as TV licensing, bang, shut the door. Don't say anything else. Just remember that, don't say anything else. So I think that's enough questions for today. If you have a question you want answering, you can find the details how to do that below. Look in the description and there'll be a bit that says how to contact me, and that will send me an email and they come directly to me and I will do my best to help you. Might take me a little while because I get hundreds a day and it's just me and I've got a full-time job as well. So it takes me a little while. I'm well behind. I get hundreds and hundreds a day. Trying to get a bit of help to help me out with that. But I will get you, I promise. And maybe your question will feature in one of these videos and that will, you know, help other people who might have had the same question as you. So I'll try and make these videos more regularly to try and keep you all updated. Speaking of other videos, I will see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.